What is inflation and how does it affect your daily life? Prices inch up, budgets feel tighter, and the same salary buys a little less each month. That slow squeeze has a name: inflation. Here's a clear, practical explainer of what inflation is, why it happens, and how it shows up in daily life worldwide, plus simple ways to protect your wallet in dollars. What inflation means. Inflation is the general rise in prices across the economy over time. It's not one item becoming expensive. It's many goods and services, groceries, fuel, rent, transport, healthcare, costing more on average. If inflation is 6% for the year, a basket that cost $1,000 last year costs roughly $1,060 this year. Why prices rise? Demand pull. When people and businesses spend more than the economy can produce, sellers raise prices. Stimulus, tourism spikes, credit booms. Cost push. When inputs like energy, wages, or imported materials become costlier, producers pass the increase to consumers. Supply shocks. Weather, geopolitics, or shipping disruptions reduce supply, lifting prices. Expectations. If shoppers and shops expect higher prices tomorrow, they buy and mark up today, creating a loop. How central banks respond. Central banks, like the U.S. Federal Reserve, ECB, BOE, target low stable inflation. When inflation runs hot, they raise interest rates to cool demand. Loans, mortgages, and credit cards cost more, and big purchases get delayed. When inflation is too low or growth is weak, they cut rates to encourage spending and investment. Where you feel inflation day to day. Groceries. Pack sizes shrink. Shrinkflation while shelf prices look similar. Price per pound per kilogram actually rises. Fuel and commute. Gasoline, diesel, or electricity tariffs push up transport and delivery costs, which trickle into everything you buy. Housing. Higher rates increase monthly mortgage costs and can push more people into rentals, nudging rents up. Services. Haircuts, repairs, childcare, and dining out adjust wages and input costs. Small hikes accumulate. Savings. Cash in low-interest accounts loses purchasing power when inflation beats your return. Salaries. Pay raises that trail inflation feel like a pay cut in real terms. Real-world examples. A family's monthly grocery basket creeps up $15 to $60 over a year. A commuter spends $20 to $70 more per month on fuel or fares after a price rise. Streaming, apps, and gym fees nudge higher at renewal. None alone breaks the budget. Together, they compress savings. Simple defenses for households. Track your real rate. Compare your average investment return with inflation. Aim to beat inflation over 3 to 5 years, not every month. Prioritize high-impact categories. Audit groceries and utilities quarterly. Buy seasonal produce, use unit pricing, and shift to store brands where quality matches. Tackle subscriptions and small leaks. Cancel unused apps. Negotiate internet mobile plans annually. Build a tiered emergency fund. Keep 3 to 6 months' expenses. 1/3 in instant access, the rest in low-risk, inflation-aware instruments. For example, T-bills, money market funds. Align debt with rates. When rates rise, prepay high-interest debt first. Consider extra mortgage principal if penalties are low. Invest for purchasing power, diversify, equities for growth, quality bonds for stability, and inflation-linked or floating-rate instruments where available. Automate contributions to stay disciplined. Skill for pricing power. Upskilling increases your ability to command higher pay, protecting your personal inflation better than extreme cost-cutting. How businesses adapt and why it matters to you. Stores reprice more frequently, reduce package sizes, and promote private labels. Restaurants trim portions or tweak menus. Service providers introduce light tiers. Compare by unit. Price per ounce gram, per mile kilometer, per kilowatt hour, per class hour, not just the headline price. Good versus bad inflation. A low, stable rate signals a healthy, growing economy with predictable planning. High or volatile inflation damages savings and distorts decisions. Deflation, falling prices, sounds good, but can stall growth as people delay purchases, hurting jobs and incomes. Checklist for the next 90 days. Make a one-page budget sorted by needs, wants, and savings goals. Switch 2 recurring expenses to cheaper equivalents without quality loss. Set up or top up your emergency fund. Review loan terms. Plan a prepayment schedule if rates stay high. Start or increase one long-term investment that historically beats inflation. Track a household inflation basket, your top 15 items, and review quarterly. Inflation is the slow, predictable opponent you can game plan for. If you measure what matters, fix leaks, align debt, and invest for growth, rising prices become a managed headwind, not a crisis. For step-by-step explainers, checklists, and tools to protect your purchasing power wherever you live, visit globalinfoveda.com.